Yo, fine scouts and intrepid internet travelers, welcome to my channel. I'm Josh, your Binge Buffoon, if you will have me. Today, past me, will be returning to Baltimore and continuing The Wire, because I need to start recording intros again before I actually watch something, as opposed to in the future. I dropped the first episode of The Wire weeks ago. Thank you for the lovely reaction to that video, which made me even more excited to continue this series. Or if you're watching this in the distant future, in which case that last sentence is irrelevant, thank you for making this evergreen content. If you have waited for The Wire, apologies. Thank you for being patient with me in the past, in the present, and in the future. I know this show means a lot to people, as it means a lot to television in general. It's dense in all the right ways. Every line seems to have meaning. That said, I'm going to miss things while watching this show, as is the case with me as a human being. I make mistakes. I make dumb jokes. I miss things, but I always get there in the end. You'll see in these reactions I was a bit slow with some things, but I do indeed get there. So far, I've thoroughly enjoyed meeting McNulty, or McNutty as Bubs would call him, which I didn't react to because someone spoiled that for me. In the comments, Stringer, D'Angelo, Avon, everyone, pieces of a puzzle depicting a very uncomfortable but ever engaging, resonant, and entertaining reality. Yeah, without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to Past Me. Reaction channel, let's ride the coattails of other people's art. Hello, Josh. Whatever you're doing, or if I'm not talking to me right now, whoever you are, I hope you're feeling okay.
That's the witness, all right. One from the Barstow case.
Yeah, the witness from the Barstow. This just makes everything spicier for McNulty.
Guy works maintenance down at Poe Homes. Lives alone, no wife, no kids. The only time his name pops up on the courthouse computer is for being a state witness in Barlow's case.
Huh.
Don't make sense to ace this motherfucker after he done testified.
Sends a hell of a message, though. Here's the one hard-headed fuck in the terrace you can't run off or buy out.
Stringer Bell. In the last episode, he gave D'Angelo that, not speech, but sort of speech about how it's not about the money, it's about sending a message. He didn't say that the first part.
Jimmy, you ain't gonna do what I think, man.
He's totally gonna do what you think. He loves every second of it. What an interesting choice to... What song is this, actually? Way Down on the Hole by Tom Waits. That's ironic that I quoted the Joker from The Dark Knight a minute ago, because Tom Waits vaguely inspired Heath Ledger's performance in that film. I remember reading or watching something that said Heath Ledger looked at old interviews of Tom Waits, and his mannerisms and whatnot inspired some of what he did with that character, the Joker in The Dark Knight. Did I say ironic? It was coincidental, but I said that before. It's not ironic, that is misusing that word. You cannot lose if you do not play. Marla Daniels. Yeah, damn. Reminds me of Sanji in One Piece. Never mind. Watching things together. Lieutenant Cedric Daniels and Herc. Oh, we got the whole crew here. Carver and Greggs as well.
Jesus Christ. God damn.
Guys, blasphemy back to back.
At least that works. Who's for McNulty?
Oh, that's what they're gonna work out of? Jesus.
I absolve you of all your sins, Detective McNulty.
You are my sin, you know that?
Yeah.
Talking to you, my major's ready to cut my throat.
Yeah.
Jimmy, you knew I was going to make that call, admit it.
It's true.
You want leverage? We give the dead witness angle to the newspaper, stir some real shit.
No, that tips Barksdale that someone's working him.
Yeah.
You lost a witness who testified in your court. That forces the department to commit the investigation. And when you call Burrell this time, you forget my fucking name.
Yeah. It's somehow gonna get to the paper, though. I just have a feeling. do not like you.
Found us. Wasn't easy. You asked for these guys? Asked for more manpower. Have a seat.
This is how much the Baltimore Police Department cares about dealing with the drug trade. What the fuck was that?
He was showing me the trigger pull on his Glock, and he was just...
What the hell is going on with you guys?
Officer Przybylewski shot the wall, Lieutenant.
Yeah, Jesus.
He took the clip out, boss.
But not the one in the
Oh,
chain.
so it was an accident. What kind of training have you guys had? Jesus.
I'm sorry,
Jeez.
Lieutenant.
Look, fucking Daniels isn't.
It's an accident, okay? Give me a fucking break already.
Your name is what?
No, we can't.
Przybylewski.
This guy, Przybylewski. I don't want to say that for however many seasons. It's gonna last a few episodes.
He sent me to casualty section a couple months back. And I asked out a casualty.
You came here from casualty section?
What the fuck is casualty section? Is it what I... Oh, it's just desk duty, pretty much. Desk duty.
Man who invented these?
Shit, you richer than a motherfucker.
The man who invented them things, just some sad ass down at the basement of McDonald's. Thinking up some shit to make some money for the real players. Nah,
We're really just talking about capitalism in this show.
it ain't about right, it's about money.
Yeah.
Now you think Ronald McDonald gonna go down that basement and say, hey, Mr. Nugget, you the bomb.
Mr. Nugget.
The nigga who invented them things, still working in the basement for regular wage, thinking of some shit to make the fries taste better, some shit like that.
Still have the idea, though.
Yeah, man. The idea is everything. That said, sometimes it works the other way around, where the guy with the idea started McDonald's, but then it's give and take. I mean, competition is kill or be killed, you know. Ronald McDonald, you know, once he was a clown and nobody knew his name.
Rhonda, my point is I can't build much with the garbage they sent me.
So go to the deputy, right? They got a zero on this.
They clearly don't want you to build much.
They know it's a chance to dump the dead wood. The deputy, he knows this too.
Yeah.
He sent me a message on this. Dig in. Don't get fancy. You put a quick charge on this Barksdale and then get out.
It's not gonna
Sends me
stick,
good
though.
police, I might get it into my head to do good police work. If the state's attorney's office would...
No.
Rhonda, darling. Bad protocol for me to ask for help and then trash the help I'm given. You, on the other hand.
No way. My office doesn't play that way. Make lemonade.
That's one hell of a desk. Yeah. Do your best, man. Or when life gives you lemons, fuck the lemons and bail. Dumbest, most overused cop-out of a saying I've ever heard.
No creep to you.
No. Greg just works with Herc and Harvard. These bozos all the time. They're bringing her down. Kima Greg's.
Kima, if you don't mind me asking, when was it that you first figured you liked women better than men?
Oh, that's right. She does have a partner.
I mind you asking.
Yeah, that's none of your business.
Gentlemen, what's going on there, guys?
Oh, Bubbles, yeah. And he's gonna find a way to inform.
right?
I don't. Be an informant. I don't know. He knows the ins and outs of what's going on at the tower, or not the towers, but with D'Angelo and the kids right now.
What's with the hats?
He's identifying them. Oh, look at them. They're gonna talk to D. This is straightforward. Yeah. Have the conversation.
You ain't gonna put that one on me.
The needle on the ground?
Yeah, Western knockos come around here picking shit up off the ground, putting it on whoever you damn well please, man.
I believe that.
I'm a murder police. I'm here about the bodies.
Right.
D'Angelo here knows that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fuck the jury. This is just us talking, right? It's just you, me, my partner, and what do you say your name was?
I ain't say shit.
Just you, me, my partner, Mr. Shit here. Hey, Bunk. Vile for your thoughts.
That's just a vial. Sorry.
Right, but when you ace a witness,
Working man.
who ain't even in the game, well, you gonna act like this is news?
No, he knows, but
Anybody who spend their time witnessing shit, you gonna get got. That's the way things go around here, officer.
Yeah, and the reason he knows that's the way things go down around here is because Stringer or whoever, Avon, took out that witness, as they've probably done multiple.
That how you see things, D'Angelo?
What's going on with D'Angelo, though? Because he seems... There's something going on that's very fascinating in regards to his conscience. Guy looks like Mekhi Phifer, but he's not.
Listen, you see bubs for the head on anybody. You take some pictures, all right?
Notice that most of the time it's like Kima thinks she's above us or something.
She doesn't trust you guys to make calculated, composed decisions.
CID half the time you or me, and she's fucking telling us what to do.
Because you're idiots.
Man, shut up for just a minute. I'm trying to concentrate on this shit here.
I think Carver's a bit more respectable than Herc. And to be honest with you, when I looked at the cast list, Seth, is it Gilliam, Carver, Ellis Carter, was higher up on the list. So I don't think this guy who plays Herc is going to last very long.
Man, y'all ain't got nothing else to
Yeah,
do
they were
today.
definitely going to search him.
No, nothing.
Y'all ain't got no charge.
Pager. Back when only drug dealers had pagers, right? Oh, and when pagers existed. Oh, Stringer Bell.
Right, D.
What are they taking him in for? Just questioning? Yeah. By the way, Idris killed it in that Cyberpunk expansion. Not that anyone watching this cares.
Hey, it's Greg's. Get me the lieutenant.
Oh, because, yeah, obviously, McNulty's doing this. Again, he's doing this without consulting these guys.
Driver. But I heard they gave you someone from Pawn Shop.
Oh, Lester Freeman? A cuddly house cat. I don't think he can even find his gun. Look, take Przybylski back.
Yeah.
You know, I can't.
I'm
would, but I
sick
can't.
of that
You
name
vouch for
already.
word of me,
Get
okay?
him out of here.
Yes, I can't help it that Prez is fucking the guy's daughter.
Ugh.
Voucher gets suction with the First District Democratic Club, and they got suction with the mayor. And I'm the run without a tit here.
Yeah. Yeah, you are. You're like the most respectable guy in the PD besides McNulty and Punk. And Greg's.
I'm working drugs in West Baltimore, right? I need a black guy for surveillance. I need Sidney. But you give me Sidney and I'll carry Przybylski for as long as I can.
Fine, Cedric, fine.
Prez is going to be around for a while because we're already nicknaming him.
Judge Phelan called this morning, crying about a witness in his murder trial was
William
killed.
Rawls, right? The major.
Did the judge say where he heard it?
Oh, we heard it from our man, McNulty.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so the thing to do is reassure the judge. An arrest or two would help.
What if it's true? What if Barksdale ordered the murder of a state's witness?
Thank you. Thank you, Daniels. Thank you.
Payback, plain and simple.
Bullshit,
Yeah.
plain and simple.
This is a poor fucking city, gentlemen. The last thing we ever need to do is to announce we lost the witness.
That's true.
No, we're gonna sit tight, let McNulty take his best shot, and hope like hell he comes up short.
Damn.
Hold up.
They know what you're doing, obviously.
You part of my case?
No, sir. He's a potential suspect in my murder.
Which is connected
Might
to
be
your...
part of my case.
Yeah. Look at Lance, or sorry, look at Cedric, just give him, or Daniels. I don't know what to call him yet. Lieutenant. I'll just call him Lieutenant.
You remember all that bullshit I gave you about keeping me informed?
My partner called a murder, okay? It may have nothing to do with Barksdale at all.
You just took in his nephew, though.
Rawls is giving you up.
The fuck did I do?
You can't shut your mouth.
True, man.
You should have come to me.
You know that
this
judge...
business to the deputy first. We got a shot.
Yeah, why didn't you, McNulty, honestly?
The deputy's here?
Well, in this case, I do.
Yeah, then how come they send you every worthless hump in plainclothes? Look, I want to do this case. So you get all the way in, I know who you are, what you're about.
Who is he?
D'Angelo Barksdale.
What do you have to connect him to the dead witness?
Nothing, and he didn't do it.
Well, press him, see what kind of flex he shows.
Right. I don't think he knows anything, though. I mean, he probably suspects that Stringer did it after their conversation, but...
You're along for this interview, but it's homicide's play, so let him leave.
Oh. This is an interwoven web of sorts, this show. I like it.
Y'all weren't the only lawmen down in the canyon today.
Really?
Yeah, they were taking pictures.
Where was she?
Watching, pretty much. The canyon. I said towers, and then I couldn't think the canyon. The pit.
But you know the man who got killed this time? You know what that poor son of a bitch was?
A citizen.
Worked every goddamn day of his life.
That's rough.
It's work. Then on the weekends, he was driving a cab out to the airport.
2 jobs. And he volunteers what little time he has left at his church.
And he got stuck in the middle of this fucking war.
And 3 kids.
Did you know that? 3 kids.
What's going on? Dude,
Young, too.
he, definitely feels bad about this.
Shit, because they lost their mama some years ago. And now they out there on their own.
Although Bunk and McNulty are probably making this up. He probably lived alone and was a bum. Not that his life still means something, though.
I mean, I'm sorry for the man, but I ain't got nothing to say.
You sorry? I mean, we don't think that you, shot him or anything.
Yeah, but he died. Yeah.
Well, he ain't had to testify.
No, he didn't, but he did. And you...
Because he thought it was the right thing to do.
Whole message to everyone in the terrace.
Fuck the working man. Fuck his kids. That shit don't count.
Damn!
See, that's what I don't get about the drug thing. Why can't you sell the shit and walk the fuck away? When everything else in this country gets sold without people shooting each other behind it.
Well, it's because of it's not legal.
Lombard, last summer, bullshit argument over 20 missing gel caps. That little kid, instead of getting his first haircut, he gets one in the eye.
This is fucked up. My thing ain't had. They ain't had to do that.
What is happening right now?
No mama and no daddy. And then I think it might be a good thing for you to write a little letter to those children. And you let them know you sorry. Tell them how you personally think your uncle, maybe he got it wrong this time because it's wrong.
Oh, shit. Bro, this actor who's playing D'Angelo's killing it.
Just say what's in your heart.
But you guys are going to use it as this is so dirty. Why don't... I mean, obviously don't do it. You're going to incriminate yourself. Sort of. Maybe not really, but...
Church deacon. That was thick.
Got good to me, what can I say?
They did lie!
Good thing it looked like their mama.
Wow. I don't know how I feel about that, but... I mean, it's true that that sort of thing does happen, so it's not... I guess, whatever.
What the fuck? Stop writing now. Just shut up.
Yeah, I mean, he's...
Any charge here?
No charge.
Good. Get up.
I thought they would come save him. Took a piss. You know, I already have a feeling that this show is going to have me saying... Well, I guess it already has me saying this. It's not D'Angelo's fault that he was born a Barksdale in Baltimore. And I'm not going to say he's a good person or anything like that, because the show is very shades of gray, and of course it is, if it's going to be seeped in realism, but yeah, I think you know where I'm going with this.
How many fucking times do I have to tell you people the same fucking thing?
Smacks him on the back of the head. You people? Jesus.
Task is Avon Barksdale, and Avon Barksdale only. Primary investigators are Greggs from my...
It's like, whatever, but I want to bring down the organization.
Greggs and Sidner, Herc and Carver.
Herc and Carver, I really don't think they should be paired up together.
And not...
Did that get it? What?
Yikes.
To start with, we have 9 or 10 open homicide files to work back through for leads.
Wow. You need a prosecutor.
You know, this really speaks to the perpetual state of policing in the country in general. They're never given the tools to be good cops. The training, the equipment, it's all just kind of garbage half the time. More than half the time. And the bad cops get ahead.
You people bring me something that needs OT, you'll get OT. Until then, live on your fucking salaries.
We're even getting into the budget. Obviously, never mind. We already were there.
I'm very sorry for your father. If I could have stopped it, I would have.
At least he was smart enough to just...
Doesn't put himself in. Or anyone else for that
Yeah,
matter.
all right. I was going to say, as long as the bag...
Look, why apologize at all if you got nothing to do with it?
He knows that.
This case needs informants, it needs long-term surveillance, and eventually it's going to need a Title III wiretap.
So you think it's good for business to put it out on the street that our witnesses get killed?
Oh, you think it's not on the street already?
It's on the street. You know what's gonna happen? Because of the way McNulty's talking right now, he wants it to get out, obviously. I do kind of agree with him. But if it gets to the papers, if someone leaks it, they're gonna blame McNulty. Oh god. The criminals are involved in the food pantry, giving food to the poor. The soup kitchen sort of thing. Look at Avon, just a wonderful human being. Here we go.
Thought he looked different.
My man, D.
No, D's got a kid and a girl.
This the little man?
Oh, now we get to see them be all family friendly and oh man.
Grip? Let me see your grip. All right, the net. Don't give us a 12. Let's take a look. What?
This is Marvin Gaye, dude. I used to jam hard to this song.
How y'all doing? You doing good? Yeah, be all right. If she want me to move in, thinking about it. Let's walk.
What about him?
That's little man. He's muscle.
Oh yeah, he does know all this. Figured that's what he was doing with the hat. Take pictures of people I put the hat on, so then I can tell you who they are and their deets later. And now you have faces. And now we have faces.
What's with the hat?
I go down the ways with some hats that I'm selling.
Hmm.
Someone you need to know. I put the red hat on. Come in here, take the pictures.
It's brilliant, really.
Everyone in the hat's part of Barksdale's crew?
At the terrace.
They're gonna catch on to the hat thing, though.
I ain't so good with names, but faces I keep in my head.
Yeah, same sorta.
Motherfuckers beat my boy down.
Right. Pinkman.
Who's your boy?
I got a friend.
Okay.
A little white boy. Used to come down to the corners, real green.
Yeah, he was green.
What happened?
Got brown.
Fuck a man like that up for a couple of dollars, you know?
How you feeling, Bubs?
Restless. What the fuck, man? Can you hook a nigga up with $10 then to tomorrow?
They're actually gonna, I guess, helping us, obviously. Even though you can't really do shit with $10. I don't know. I don't know what drugs cost.
Shit, man, I don't know nothing.
Why was you writing that?
I'm like, it ain't gonna hurt for me to say I'm sorry the man got killed.
Oh, fuck you gotta say you sorry.
Just my condolences.
You know, so I'm saying, it's a shame that y'all... I'm saying...
Bro, what if Avon and company take out D'Angelo because he's sympathetic and that makes him a liability? I've said he was a liability from the jump. Whatever. I'm just getting ahead of myself.
It ain't on you, cuz. If you get jacked again, I don't want to hear shit about you writing nothing to no one. Got it?
Yeah.
Just draw pictures like Stringer. Doodle.
We're dancing around with this motherfucker. Typing shit out. Taking pictures of assholes in hats. What the fuck is that? It's bullshit.
What was wrong with you? You guys are so
We go into those towns
stupid.
and we let them know.
I have more respect right now for D than I do. Carver's okay, but Herc rubs me the wrong way. And Prez is just shooting walls.
What the hell?
Are you serious?
Do it.
I shouldn't say that. D killed somebody. I keep forgetting that. It's not forgetting it. I mean, that's essentially how this series started, but I don't know. I just feel like these guys are gonna kill somebody too because they're doing dumb shit like this too. They're gonna have accidentally killing somebody.
Put your hands up. Man, put your pants down and get down on the ground. Down on the fucking ground.
This is great, guys. Great. Prez is literally just like Peter Parker. Peter Parker sucked. That's what he looks like.
It's time, cause we coming back. I'm sick of this shit. What's up?
This is gonna go bad. Power tripping, drinking beers, coming
I got
out.
nothing for you.
Damn it. You got it.
Who you gonna eye fuck now, huh?
fuck's the matter with you?
It's power tripping. Yeah. I mean, how are you guys gonna watch your favorite show now? TV's just getting good back then.
In the court.
Son of a bitch. Shots fired. Shots fired. Officers need assistance.
You guys are so stupid. Officer down. Did I miss someone get shot? Oh, yeah, I got nicked. Wow. Is this gonna be McNulty where he lives? Jesus Christ, this makes me feel a lot better about my apartment. But to be completely honest, this bed used to be on the ground too.
Hey, kids.
Where exactly does he live in Baltimore, though? I kind of want to know. Oh, it's in the paper.
No.
The witness bullshit's in the paper.
You happy now, bitch?
McNulty!
Yeah. How did it get in the paper?
Move that fucking desk out of
Jesus
my way.
Christ.
That's Crutchfield.
Where's McNulty sit?
What was that about? Sports.
You gotta check out the front page.
What is with this guy? I don't know this big guy's name, but he really feeds off the drama in this office.
Doodle.
Yeah, let me tell you something. If he gets caught with his dick up the ass of the deputy's wife...
Why is he always talking about dicks? Didn't he say something about some hard-on in concrete in the last episode? His dick could puncture concrete? I don't know. Something like that. Swear it wasn't me.
When you know I had nothing to do.
I'm not gonna believe you. I want to know who did, though. This is so fucking... how are you gonna explain being here? Jesus.
They jumped us, boss.
What are you doing here at 2 in the morning? I got a 14-year-old in critical but stable condition at university. I got his mother over at IID filing a formal brutality charge, which for Herc will make it even 4 in the last 2 years.
Fucking A, that doesn't surprise me at all with Herc.
What valuable information did we acquire from this situation?
Crickets.
And if you don't get a story straight by then, you're gonna have a file thick enough to see the light of a trial board.
And you deserve it.
Who cold cut the kid?
It was Prez. I'm sick of him anyway. Get him out of here. Get him out of the show. Or is he going to take accountability here?
Me.
Okay, good for you.
Why? He pissed me off.
Oh.
He made you fear for your safety and that of your fellow officers. He was seen to pick up a bottle and menace officers Houck and Carr. Maybe when he raised the bottle in a
Wow, Lance is doing such a great job with this. Because he's so pissed off that they have to lie like this. You know? But he...
Practice.
Yeah.
You fucked the bullshit up when you talked to internal. I can't fix it. You're on your own.
Wow. Shout out Lance Reddick. That you could feel that moment, you know, like, oh shit, this is terrible. We suck, but we have to do it this way. I mean, that's how Daniels felt. I do think that Daniels has a good moral compass ultimately, but you know, he doesn't. He's doing his job. Probably, arguably, was the best way to do his job in that moment. Arguably, I mean, I don't know.
You should have hung them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's have. What a time to have this conversation.
You don't do that.
Even if they put a 14-year-old kid into critical care.
Yeah. Actually, I take back what I said. Sorry.
This case is just...
Get out of it.
You guys really low bars,
But
kind
you
of.
can't lose if you don't play.
What a quote. We already... Yeah, we had that at the beginning.
You're giving people that are useless or untrustworthy.
Right.
If you push too hard and any shit hits the fan, you'll be blamed for it. If you don't push hard enough and there's no arrest, you'll be blamed for that too.
Yeah. Lose.
The game is rigged.
It is.
But you cannot lose if you do not play.
Can't win if you don't play either. The game is rigged, so you don't have to play fair either. That's what we're doing in this episode! We're not playing fair. This couch in the middle kind of makes me laugh.
Hey, fuckhead!
McNulty drunk?
Hey, police!
Let's go home, McNulty. Every scene with McNulty when he's drinking at night sort of is like an analogy for where he is in the story.
He's blind in one eye. The kid.
Oh. Yeah, we should have hung those fuckers. We should have hung those fuckers. Let's do one more tonight.
Yo, this shit is late.
Y'all got any tussles, man?
Yeah, later.
Later.
Dude's tweaking, he needs them now. A word I haven't heard since high school.
Fuckers. So you just gonna take his money all day and treat him like a dog?
Goddamn drug addict.
It's customer though.
Goddamn drug dealer.
Yeah. One's not necessarily more
It was always right. Yo.
One's not necessarily more respectable than the other.
Shit, everything else in the world gets sold without people taking advantage. Why I gotta be that way with this?
Because they dope fiends.
That's a good point, but
You can't tell me this shit can't get done without people beating on each other. And without all that, you ain't got 5-0 down here on our backs every 5 minutes.
it's a fair point.
Man, 5-0 be down here about the bodies, yo.
Not wrong. It's the bodies that got narcotics involved and put the pit on their radar in the first place. Now Bubbles is here with his hats. Yeah, we know D'Angelo already. It's because the drug trade's illegal that it tracks all of the other illegal activities and the culture that surrounds all of that. So that's a tricky conversation, you know? Because if you do one illegal thing, depending upon what that thing is, it makes you feel justified in doing another, because where does it end? Not to mention all the things you have to do to get the drugs to the dealers in the first place. On top of all the shit that they do to the drugs to spread the product out. That's why we have the fentanyl crisis right now, among other things. I don't know why I'm preaching right now. I guess I just preach when it's credits time in this show. The king stay the king. D'Angelo. Oh, the quotes are from people in the show. Duh. We get a quote and then we get to experience the conception of that quote, or the birth of it.
I would request that pending the grand jury review, Officer Przybylewski be placed on administrative
I
leave.
would request that as well. Yeah.
I think our official stance has to be he did nothing wrong out there.
Bobby, what do you think?
Keep him off the streets.
Okay, then. We wait on the grand jury. Did you know they were in the high rises?
I tell you yes, I screwed up. I tell you no, I'm putting my men in the jet.
Being honest.
Do you still want me to answer?
Yeah, what do you want to hear?
I screwed up, sir.
It's a good man that's willing to take one for the company.
Yeah.
What Major Valchek means to say is that he's grateful that you extended your support on behalf of Officer Przybylewski.
Fuck up that he is.
He should be off the street.
I owe you for walking him through this grand jury thing. You need manpower while these guys are busy with this IID thing. All you do is ask.
Huh. Is this gonna get him what he wanted in the last episode?
So I got suction with you, Valchek?
That's what I'm saying.
Unnecessary evil.
What was that guy's relation to Prez? I forget now. Vals, whatever the fuck that guy's name was.
Give me 3 weeks of good street work, and you'll see this through. Couple felony warrants, a little dope on the table. That's all we
That's
need.
not what's gonna happen. This is gonna go way further than that.
Is it accurate to suggest that this particular homicide was the result of the victim having been a witness in an earlier case?
We think that, that is...
Bunk. I love Bunk, dude. Rawls is terrible.
Oh, bunk.
What do you expect him to do?
I know, grab the mic, declare that all of Baltimore should rise as one because they're murdering witnesses in cold blood.
That sounds more like one of your moves.
Yeah, totally. You sanctimonious, self-righteous fuck, McNulty. You're like a man after my own heart. Kinda.
Need a photo of this guy.
It's starting to look nicer in here.
Being vaguely familiar with the high rises of West Baltimore, that the housing project began to take photos of every registered resident.
So you want us to go down to the housing department and pull his photo? Excellent.
Yeah, this is good police work.
Why don't you fucking do it yourself?
Sure, if you don't mind sitting at my desk reviewing homicide folders, department, I'll switch with you.
Nice. Nice.
Fuck it, Patrick. Let's take a
Yeah,
ride.
just go. Jesus Christ. Good job. You know what? McNulty and Greg's. Yeah.
I'm a leader of men.
You kind of are, bro. I'm already liking McNulty and Greg's together as a duo. Not partners, but, you know, just colleagues, yeah.
Man, this weak ass stepped on shit we got out here get these fiends agitated.
Well, look at them. They still buying it, though.
Yeah, they buying twice as much and only getting half as high.
Oh, right. I was just talking about that. The product, the stepped-on product, kind of.
Yo, why y'all playing checkers on the chess set? Yeah, but yo, chess is a better game, yo.
Okay, you know what? I said that D'Angelo was an idiot in the last episode. He's not at all. And they're using every opportunity to say that he's been educated, to show us that he's been educated, even though Hamilton wasn't a president.
This the kingpin, all right? And he the man. You get the other dude's king, you got the game.
This is the quote. Coming. Oh, I just realized I cut the cord out of the first episode. That's on me, man.
These are the pawns. They like the soldiers.
So how do you get to be the king?
It ain't like that. See, the king,
Stay the king. Epigraph. Sorry I was so slow with that. I don't know what that... I focus on everything else.
The pawns, man, they get capped quick. They be out the game early.
Right.
Unless they some smart ass pawns.
That's good, man.
You can't send his ass in the projects with this shit taped to him. That ain't gonna play.
Saying.
McNulty and the girl. The lizard from narcotics. They got the file.
Yeah.
Bring me home.
Soon enough.
He's gonna try it. Rawls is
You're
gonna...
my eyes and
yeah,
ears in this
they're
mess,
trying
right?
to...
I don't want no more surprises.
They're gonna impede the investigation. This whole fucking...
We got your picture. Don't you fucking worry, McNulty.
Is it at him?
This is Barksdale?
Avon Barksdale.
I don't think so.
Read my lips. Avon fucking Barksdale.
Well, then he's
His name...
had a lot of surgery. So he used another guy's photo. Somehow Avon foresaw this.
Maybe he's white.
That'd be wild. It would change the dynamic of the show.
What do we really know? Goes the drugs.
No flash with no profile. Pretty much comes up out of nowhere.
Vague CIA information. He likes to work out and he used to box Golden Gloves when he was young.
That's where we're going then, the gym.
Golden Gloves. How'd you get that? So you write everything down?
Where's he going?
Yeah.
To the gym?
Everything.
Yeah, you guys are getting good.
A few questions I want to ask you, Mac.
So who's your target?
Barksdale.
Who?
Avon Barksdale.
I can tell you. You got nothing on him that I know. Watch this.
Well, this is the...
It's a career case. Not that my bosses give a damn at this point.
All them mopes and bracelets. Not one of them named Osama.
Oh, we were back to this.
Body mics, wireless, remote taping capability. Where I come from, we're just happy to be in the 20th century. Daniels, out of narcotics.
We really just focus on things overseas and let the home front go to shit, huh?
Give me one to the back. Give me one to the back. Got time for this shit. Whatever the fuck it is. Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
Just in the rain. This is so haphazard and crazy right now.
Yeah, you see that?
Oh, yeah.
They're from the end.
Is this
That's the stash.
the first we're seeing of Michael K. Williams? R.I.P.
How old are your kids?
Mike is 8, Sean's 10.
8 and 10.
How often you get to see him?
Every other weekend. She's getting even.
What'd you do?
You must have been fucking around.
Right, is that what you did?
I'm just saying.
Duncan's got great coffee, by the way.
You ever been married? What'd I say?
Oh, he don't know. You don't know that.
You a dog. You barking at the wrong...
Oh, alright. That's one way.
Meow.
Yo, Bubs.
He's explaining this in one way, yeah.
So pretty much everyone in CID's worked this out but me?
I told him. Better that than have every police on 3 shifts hounding you every.
That's true.
Cops are dogs.
Right.
Sitting on what?
I worked with one other female police officer who's worth a damn.
A lesbian.
Huh. Huh.
In the beginning, you're in your radio car. Most women aren't getting out that car. Get your ass kicked, once or twice. You realize it's not the end of the world, right?
You think because you're gay?
I don't know. But is there any other fucking way to police? All I know is I just love the job.
Yeah, I think you both do. Oh, Orlando's. We're back at the club.
Where all the money go? 22, 4, give or take.
On the low rises?
He's just a savage businessman?
Say what?
Ain't no new package. Just gonna put that same shit out in a different color gel cap is all. Might spike that shit with some procaine or some caffeine, but otherwise the same. No matter what we call heroin, it's gonna get sold. Shit is strong, we gonna sell it. Shit is weak, we gonna sell twice as much. You know why?
Be more.
We do worse, and we get paid more.
This is what happens to restaurants when they go from being a mom and pop business to a chain. All the food goes to shit.
Shit right here, D. It's forever.
Yeah. Right.
You make sure you buy something that you wouldn't otherwise.
Or invest it in the stock market. I mean, or find Zuckerberg and tell him, here's an investment. I'm betting on you.
I was in here the other day, you wanted a drink.
Well, here's this chick.
Could I get a drink?
Lyric.
Buy something you wouldn't otherwise. I was kidding when I said that they might be in a relationship at some point.
Where you from?
Right here.
But he's got a kid and a girl, doesn't he?
Are you working with your uncle?
I'm his right hand.
Well, that's not true. Didn't she say she wasn't a whore? There he is! Circa, remember the Titans. The humble brag there.
Detective Sidnar's ensemble is the latest in West Side.
Oh, that's right.
Project
He's gonna go undercover, basically.
Yo, Bubs. What you think?
Yeah, he's the expert when it comes to low bottom, yeah.
Clothes is torn down enough. You can use a little bit more stains.
It's my wedding ring.
Yeah, why are you wearing that?
Shit, you married to the needle, boy.
Right, right.
Yellow in your teeth. Fresh bleeds on your hands.
You could do this for a living, Bubs.
You walking down them alleys of the projects, man. You stepping on the dead soldiers. You empty vials. You want to know if a fiend for real? Check the bottom of his shoes.
Wow.
Have him dance on some empties before we go out there.
Wow.
You hurt your feelings?
A little bit.
I don't know why I'm smiling about that. It's just great attention to detail, which paints a very vivid picture of the area and everything that's happening, obviously. Yeah, you look rough now, bud. I would not think you were a cop. Damn, they even fucked up his face. It's a classic way to light a cig back in the day, you know? Use your buddies.
You don't hand no money to nobody that matters. You don't get no product from nobody that matters.
Right.
Well, now.
Who's Michael K. Williams, though, and what's his relation to the Barksdales?
I'll give him the news tomorrow.
What happened?
Yeah, what's going on?
The deputy, we had a few hand-to-hands, low-level people. He wants us to put everything we get into search and seizures and hit the projects Wednesday afternoon.
That's premature.
But we don't even know what doors to hit.
These guys change stash houses every other day.
Look, the man upstairs wants to see a circus.
How do you succeed under these circumstances? Whatever success looks like, I don't know, but...
This shit is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
No, we bring in some arrests, he takes them to the judge, he figures the judge goes away.
Right.
And then he buries the fucking case.
They just want to wash their hands of this whole thing.
Sorry. I know he's your lieutenant, you gotta do what you gotta do. But I can't swallow this shit anymore.
Yeah. I couldn't either, man. What's this girl's name again? I feel like she's a Karen, because she looks like a Karen, but I think it's Rhonda. Wait. Is this his ex?
Can I come in?
No.
Wait.
How do you clone a beeper? Every other drug dealer has a cell phone. These guys are all on pagers.
Right.
Bunker me when we jack up the Barksdale kid. He's got a Motorola pager. We give it back so not to spook him.
You want to clone it?
Wow, this is smart.
To show the judge that other investigative methods have failed. You'll also need a...
He's not going to be able to do all this.
Thanks.
That's it?
Are you guys going to...
Let me understand.
Yeah, let me understand. Oh, she's who you cheated with. Or maybe just one of the women.
No.
I'm gonna...
Okay.
They're fucking. Well, we welcome on this channel. No, we don't. Yes, we do. Of course we do. Whatever. It's polite to probably ask if they got theirs.
No mayo, extra hot, something to drink.
All right.
Even drug dealers do food runs. They're really drawing illusions between the drug industry, the drug trade, and just any other business, you know, obviously.
Y'all got my back, you heard? Get the fuck in here.
What the fuck? Rob, what's going on?
Fucking head on. Where that, man?
Holy shit! And now he's pointing at the kid. Who is this guy? Rival gang member? Or some pawn trying to be king? Because he's been watching him, yeah. To see where the money is.
Omar, come on. Hey, what the?
Omar. Said his name. Idiot. Now he's got to kill everybody. Is he gonna?
Get the fuck out of here.
Now Omar's gonna have the Barksdales out for him. Oh damn, D, this happened on your watch too.
What's with you?
Ain't going, obviously.
I'm not jumping out on something I believe is going to harm the case.
Now I got you showing me up in front of the whole damn detail.
Yeah.
I got police work to do.
Fuck.
Motherfucker, if you felt this way, why didn't you call in sick?
I'm not sick.
Yeah, you are. Write it up. I can't jump out with the rest of my unit because my tummy hurts.
If you want to pretend to be a police, you go ahead.
Damn, man. How is McNulty gonna manage to keep his job at the end of the day if he keeps going about... Damn it! Not to the point.
Come on, boss.
Get out. Sit down, Prez. Spend hours on that crossword puzzle. The only thing that the cops have working to their advantage now is Omar and whatever he started up with the Barksdales.
Wrong door.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wrong door. It's gonna, you know, cause mayhem for them to investigate.
Fuck out the way. See your hands.
Yeah, they're not gonna get shit out of this though.
Turn your monkey ass around. Put your hands in the back.
Jesus. What the fuck? Dude. He gives him a cigarette.
Clean. Not a fucking thing in there. Take it.
What a surprise. Phone number?
Channel 2 wants to know if she can take her cameras through some of the places we raided. She says whatever we got, she'll put on film.
What the fuck?
We ain't got shit.
You drink too much, McNulty.
I can tell you were never in patrol.
Right.
Yeah, pretty obvious. Or yeah, wrong side of the car.
From narcotics and all.
Huh?
Daniels is dirty.
What? I didn't see this coming. I don't believe it though.
Assets investigation. The man's got a couple $100,000 more in liquid assets than any police lieutenant should ever have.
What? Yeah, even McNulty's like, I wouldn't have pegged him for a dirty cop. As a dirty cop.
We had.
You took it to Burrell?
Yeah, he says, thank you, we'll take it from here. So we backed away.
And that was a year ago.
Maybe more. And that fucker's still a supervisor for narcotics.
Bro, what if Barksdale's paying off the cops? Like the higher ups that are fucking everything up. Oh shit. Dude. McNulty's got his hands full. I expected this show would get into corruption, obviously. Corrupt cops and whatnot. Idiotic cops like we've seen with Carver and Herc. What's interesting, if Daniels is corrupt, and I'm assuming he is because they showed him and his wife living this very affluent life. Maybe she's a lawyer or something. I don't know. I don't think they can afford to live like that on his wages. The interesting thing will be to see people or characters who you believe to have an astute moral compass or who you believe to be admirable flirting with corruption. So I kind of hope he's corrupt just for the sake of intrigue. One of the things I really loved about Breaking Bad, the character of Mike Ehrmantraut, the man had a code, more or less, and he was a dirty cop. There's that scene in Breaking Bad, it's one of my, not Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul. Some of my favorite scenes in Breaking Bad were with Mike. Specifically off the top of my head when he tells Walt that story about how he kept having to arrest a man who was beating his wife. And one night they beat him, the guy, but let him go. And not long after, that guy killed his wife. After telling that story, he tells Walt, that's when I learned no half measures. That's the title of that episode. And then the next episode, I believe, is entitled Full Measures. And that's the episode, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen Breaking Bad, where Walt runs over those thugs with the Aztec who Jesse's about to kill, or try to. But there's also a scene in Better Call Saul where Mike tells a story where we get those flashbacks about how he was corrupt, but his son wasn't. And his son's integrity is ultimately what got him killed. And then Mike goes and kills the guys who killed his son. That's another spoiler alert after the fact if you haven't seen Better Call Saul. Both amazing shows that wouldn't exist, probably, from what people are telling me, without The Wire. Sorry, that was a bit aimless, that tangent I just went on. Oh, Herc. This guy plays Lester, Clark Peters.
I'm dying here.
I didn't mention.
Let me get on the other side, work it from there.
Seen him in a lot of things as well. I don't know what that is.
Need help?
Lockers? No, it's just a desk, sorry.
Alright, on three, motherfuckers.
Motherfuckers, there it is. We need a motherfucker counter for this show. When that's said, not the other. Never mind.
I'm embarrassed for y'all. Get over there with Carver.
Even this scene's kind of representative of the group dynamic, you know? Just them lifting this desk through the door. It definitely is. With Lester just annoyed, exhausted.
Jesus.
Because they can't get the desk through the door, just like they can't get this case to move along. No way is McNulty gonna solve the problem now.
What?
In.
Unbe-fucking-leavable.
Oh my god, they were both pulling... They were working against each other. Thin line between heaven and here, Bubbles. Thin line, fine line, same thing.
Nothing like being told fuck off by a 14-year-old.
To be 14 and telling adults to fuck off.
State requests defendant be held as he is part of a continuing investigation and further is subject to a mandatory 5 years without parole because of prior conviction.
They're gonna try and strong-arm him into giving up a bunch of information, I imagine. What's the course of action here, considering? Yeah. This is...
Got his attention.
Right.
Hey, Lieutenant, come have a taste.
Come on, we're celebrating.
Yeah, you got beat up.
66 and 2/3 pension, and I don't have to wait for my 30. I'm gone.
Yeah, I don't... Yeah.
My brother-in-law's got a video store out in Moravia. The 6,000 a week straight rentals, another 8,000.
Do it, man. You're built for that.
Have a nice life, Lieutenant.
Yeah, I mean, who can blame you? That is sort of the thing, though, is You'd think
What's with you?
in order to have...
You're gonna miss me, Orks.
The fuck am I gonna do, Patty?
Yeah, exactly. What the fuck am I gonna do? The majority of people don't make career decisions based upon what they want to do. They just fall into things. It's the same for cops. Most of them.
You go up 8 or 9 steps, let go of the rail, take a little jump.
I'd break my fucking neck like that.
You don't break nothing.
And everyone's looking for a way out. A way out of the rat race, you know?
Can't say we don't deserve it.
Right. Well, everyone feels like they deserve it. Everyone feels entitled, but who's to say who deserves what, you know?
1-on-1. Because it's your turn, Mr. Browning. Everybody out there gets a turn.
The dialogue is so fucking good in this show. And the interactions all mean something. More than what's on the surface.
Crazy on you. Like she said, it's your turn.
Yeah.
Tell us some stories. Might could be somebody else's turn.
Right.
Avon Barksdale. Know the name?
Every motherfucker up in them towers know the name. Myself, I never really had word with the man.
He would
String a bell then.
Yeah, he would know Stringer.
All right, I take the years.
They were bluffing, probably.
Damn, boy. You should see the cop.
Oh, yeah. He's the one who fucked up the old man. So he's probably has protection in here?
Anybody from West Side?
DC boys, mostly.
Like, bad? Yeah, it's not going to be a great situation in here for you, bud. I don't think, given these looks. The way that they're filming this from his perspective, like right now, that would be what he's seeing. As he take... What are you doing, bud? As he takes him to the juvenile detention center. Oh, he was meant to leave. Sorry. I'm gonna say that's really immersive. I like when they do that. Goes.
And we've been ordered to come down here, rip off his scrotum, put it in a jar, and drive it back to Baltimore so it can sit with the fucking bowling trophies.
You guys don't get laid much, do ya?
Stop whimpering long enough to just start giving people up. Whoever.
Yeah, but the little prick probably doesn't have access to those people in the way that you would like him to, because I don't think Avon... Let's be honest. Well, I mean, I don't need to say let's be honest, because it's blatantly obvious that Stringer and Avon are infinitely more intelligent than Carver and Herc.
Witnesses backing up on their story. Can you blame them?
No.
Every now and then we visit the projects. They live there.
Right.
This one's got a D as a possible shooter. Steedrick Crescent.
Come on, Jay.
Damn, that's
This is a
startling.
college girl blown up in the kitchen of an apartment up in Northeast.
Puts her with a D the night she's aced.
How many D's do you think there are in the system, Jay?
Anyone?
That's a street name?
Yeah, it's literally the first letter of their name. The guys could be David.
Dozen cases. So how many of those are from our squad? Case? Your squad's down a man for weeks, Jimmy. You can have your big adventure and solve everybody else's cases? Is this what I'm hearing?
He's got you, Jim.
Kind of, yeah. I was gonna say, this guy's not stupid.
Boy, he's my son.
Claims your victim killed after being visited by a suspect named D. No further description.
It has to be D'Angelo, right? Because I don't think we'd waste time with this. In this show, it's definitely not a crime of the week show. It's an all-encompassing sort of portrait of the area, right? It's not a procedural. I guess it kind of is, but not really. It's not that genre.
I seen the van. They cleared the court, rolled up Amity, toward Lexington.
Honestly, I did not expect Bubs to be the character that he is now. I thought he was just gonna be like in 1 out of 2 episodes. He's like the go-to CI.
Omar the Terror.
Omar, yeah, we just met him. Now we're getting some backstory.
That nigga don't...
He looks fierce. Great casting.
Who's his family?
Remember No Heart Anthony? Came up with him. They brothers.
No Heart Anthony? That guy sounds fierce for sure. The guy was heartless.
Girl, what time you been policing that all these years? And right now, I am personally ashamed to be your snitch.
I love these two together.
I'm late for my class.
Class?
Yeah, what class? Well, here he is, Omar.
Fucked up. I know. Lingo, your name?
Be more than fucked
I
up.
don't really care. You shouted me out.
Oh.
Everybody in these projects been knowing.
That's true. Bubbles already said that. We know.
I'm coming down on y'all, baby
Yeah,
boy.
Omar's known for doing shit like that. Why is he stroking him like he's a cat?
Mr. Omar,
Mr. Omar.
my check late.
He runs this area, huh?
Hook a sister up, yo.
And he takes care of people.
Nah, I'm go see my mom.
Keep it close.
Yeah.
Who the man, huh?
So does he... Are they, like, together? It seemed like Omar's with that dude. And was trying to... I don't need to explain it. I think we all know.
You ever heard of No Hard Anthony?
Who, Anthony Little? 1058 Argyle, apartment 16J. What? He's up in Hagerstown on a robbery bit. What about him?
My man.
Dude, Vic Dalty really knows Baltimore.
When they kill a deer, I'm on the front of the truck, tied up, stretched out. I want that motherfucker on display.
Are we talking about Omar?
You tell him it's 1,000 on the Bucks, and it's a deuce on Omar.
Oh.
Said he had a whole stable of boys down in Jessup.
I cut out the F word, but you know the slur. They said he is one.
What's up with my nephew? He might have a problem he don't know about.
I'm really looking forward to seeing more of Idris Elba because I know what he's capable of as an actor. I understand that at this point in time, he isn't given as much to do because this is more or less at the beginning of his career, but it's just interesting seeing him in a position where he's a subordinate. Where I'm so used to him being Luther and like the boss in movies, you know? That Western with Jonathan Majors, I forget the name of it. The list goes on, he's always the guy in charge. In recent memory. And that's how I know him as an actor. Even Cyberpunk, you know? I guess in Thor, he was Heimdall, and Heimdall wasn't in charge.
Hey, Mikey!
Also, I'm happy we get to see the fam and his ex.
Ricardo, my assist.
Assist? That's good.
Isn't this woman, this actress, the fuck is she from?
It's just Bubbles.
This is Bubbles. Can we get Bubbles some lotion, a skincare routine, some toothpaste?
I need more than every other weekend, Elena. He needs me more than that. So does Sean.
Fuck your lawyer.
Fuck you. Did you see?
Yeah, I saw.
It's tough.
It's good for you?
Literally just dropping off at home. His home is just the street. Like, you know?
Thin line between heaven and here.
Sarcasm, but I like it. I was, you know, it's so cool about this show, actually. You know the quote, and you're wondering when it's coming and how it's going to play into the episode. I did not expect it to be this moment, but I like the way it works. Damn, I really like Bubbles now. In the first episode, I didn't know what to think of Bubbles. But Bubbles is now this tragic character who you kind of rooting for, you know?
They can't hold me. You was me, your ass still be down there.
I'm the one who just got home, remember? 8 months over on Eager Street with a body on me, nigga.
Yeah, you got the one.
Yeah, the one you know about. Man, y'all little motherfuckers need to ask around.
I think he's bluffing.
Near the county, right? On the high end of the east side, they got these apartments out there, right?
It was him.
So there was this little shorty who used to stay out there.
It was him.
Nah, man, it wasn't like that. This was a shorty my uncle was messing with.
Oh.
Till she found out that my uncle got another little shorty ran away.
What?
She goes off the hook and shit talking about she gonna call the police, start talking about shit she ain't supposed to know about. Well, he know that shit. So they rolled me out past.
You killed this girl for your uncle.
So I pulled out the piece, and I start tapping with the back of it on the window. Tap, tap, tap. She steps up.
What happened? She shot him.
I don't know if that's how this story ends.
If she was all that, why ain't you?
Dude. I don't think he killed her. I don't know what happened.
Just 6 homicides.
I'm starting to...
15 are allowed to putrefy.
What the fuck?
Most of our trace lab is now 25 years old.
Outside for money? The nonprofits?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You could swing that? Never hurts to ask, does it?
We're taking money for the nonprofits. I mean, I know that happens. Oh, I don't know.
I've heard about these.
Some mid-level players caught up, as you can see. Look, it's not a knockout blow, but we sent a clear message.
Yeah, a message you sent too soon. You texted her. You basically texted the girl right after you got the number.
Police, open the damn door.
And Herc, man. And Carver. Somebody fire these motherfuckers. Somebody better put things into perspective for these guys. I want them to have epiphanies and become characters I can root for. She just sits down like just another day, folding her laundry. It's got to get done at some point. Might as well do it now. Oh my god. You know what? I just realized I have laundry in the machine downstairs. Like I don't have it downstairs, but I'm in an apartment complex, you know, in the fucking laundry room. It's just wet in there. I'll get it after this, I guess.
I'm sorry for cursing at the door. I mean,
Good.
I couldn't see that it was only you.
Yeah.
Preston came to me
I want this moment.
when my daughter died.
Development.
But even then, I knew he was angry. Mother lived out there.
No, I'm sorry, man. And I'm sorry for the way we came through here. Give him this and tell him we need to talk. Okay? Sorry.
You know what? Because I'm a mama's boy, but I can tell he's one.
What the fuck you doing?
Not why that conversation. Right. And that's why he felt that regret and wanted to show his respect to the mom. The mother of Preston's mother. This is fucking awesome. I just said I wanted there to be moments with these guys where it could help me to relate and empathize in some way. He's just dumb, Herc. He's just dumb.
McNulty. Some judge for you.
Price is kind of already a well-rounded character, to be honest with you. Judge. Shouldn't be calling you here. It'll make you look bad.
Major, sir? Last night, I'm at home. I got one hand wrapped around a cold domestic beer, and the other wrapped around my magnificent flaccid 4 1/2-inch one.
You gotta be fucking... This guy mentions dick in every episode.
I got this saucy wench in my gun sights, so to speak. And I am dangerously close to...
Do you have to do that?
Fucking Detective fucking Jimmy McNulty pops into my head. And his fucking problems are standing between me and all worldly pleasure. Well, it's not Jimmy's fault.
No, I think you're just...
What's he addicted to? Himself. The guy, he has come to believe that he is always the smartest fuck in the room. And you know what? It's not his fault. He's taking a fucking job with the Balmer Police Department. He was the smartest fuck in the fucking room.
What's your point, Jay?
Yeah.
He can't help it.
How did we go from jerking off to this?
Makes him an asshole. I know, but it's also what makes him good police.
Yeah.
Tell your boy to wrap up that bullshit detail in 2 weeks. He does that, he comes home. Clean slate.
Wow. That conversation was so well written that I don't know how we got from A to B, but it was very effective. And this guy's actually such a good friend of McNulty that he thinks about him when he jerks off. And I know everything I said was kind of ridiculous just then, but I did that on purpose.
Never shit a shitter, deputy. That's what I fucking told him.
Yeah.
I think good, right, Jimmy?
I gotta go.
I think he really looks up to Jimmy. In a Freudian sort of way, except in my analogy, it's not a ma thing, it's a dad thing.
You know you just violated my civil rights, huh? That's it. New rule, no marker on the couch. You get over that table over there and do your homework. Go. Take it and go.
I'm worried about you guys now. Because this is one of those shows where we can't have nice things. And they're the happiest people in this show.
If you wanted to go away, you looking for the back door, Lieutenant?
Thank you. Yeah.
McNulty says this case needs a wire.
It does. The title of the show says that too.
Housing must think we just dumb. That's your page or mine?
Oh, that's right. I forgot McNulty wants to clone a pager. Yeah, because now this is to facilitate the cloning of the pager.
It's a clone of pager.
Right.
Got it from promo.
Yeah, okay.
I was checking out a wireless bill last night. Every incoming call was listed.
Right. So if we get Barksdale's pager,
To be
we might
honest,
get off the street. Maybe even...
I don't know. I just pay my cell phone bill. I don't look at it too much, but I don't look at making that many phone calls either, to be honest. Just a lot of text.
I guess no hard figures he's not up for doing the time, because he puts a 4-4 against his chest, pulls the trigger. Wakes up 2 hours later in the university ER.
With a new nickname. Bubble says it's Anthony's brother who took off with the Barksdale stash the other night.
Yeah. Real quick, because I mentioned the episode with Mike in Breaking Bad where he tells Walt that story, I love shows that know how to use anecdotes that seem unrelated to the main story, but thematically are related. I love that shit so much. And this show does this. It started with one, These conversations. And I think I said this in my review of The Bear too. I love it when a show can make you forget about what's happening within the confines of the show and the world that you're experiencing and take you somewhere else within the confines of a conversation. You're just dialed into that conversation that may be about something that happened to some character you've never met off screen in some other place. But then you realize that's what's happening here too. Not just in the show, but in our world, I didn't articulate that very well, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Clone what?
They're pagers. They get beeped, we get beeped.
You guys are all that. Why they still using pagers? Why not and ask a few dollars for cell phones?
Because you can see every call that's listed.
You can't bug a pager.
Right.
You're going to want a pen register on all the pay phones in the low rises. And any other phones that link to the pages.
That's what he was doing. Dude, Lester's a great cop. I didn't pay attention to him until he went to that gym and shit.
See, we try to show a judge we can't make the case by following these guys. How can we keep on any of them when they go up in those towers?
Because if you exhaust every resource you do have, that's the only way to get more resources. Is to actually be like, dude, we fucking tried.
Wall, with the letter D next to it.
And he tested the number and then, dude.
It's him.
I forgot that.
Let's do this.
We're really not going to find out about the cliffhanger of the last episode, right? We're not going to get any resolution to that in this episode, are we? I forget who McNulty was talking to. Whoever told him that Daniels is dirty. Yeah, he's impressed with Lester. I am too.
Will you explain to me again why I'm about to rework a 6-month-old crime scene?
Oh, but we're going to get to find out how that story actually ended. The one that D'Angelo was telling.
Did you know Lester Freeman? His damn roll call, he showed something.
Hey, he's natural police. He used to be homicide.
Okay.
Why'd he leave?
Ask him.
Huh.
This is the one, huh?
Yep.
Oh, fuck. Motherfucker.
Oh, okay. Saying fuck a lot in this. What's going on? I feel like this is going to be a scene where they...
Fuck.
Would be super clever if... Maybe it's not clever.
The fuck?
They're saying a lot of fucks on purpose, right?
Fuck.
Okay. This is intentional.
Fuck.
I'm waiting for another one.
Motherfuck.
I can't even pay attention to what they're actually doing because this is meant to be comedic, right? Obviously.
Oh, fuck.
I should be counting. Okay, this is ridiculous. But there was coke on the ground? What the hell did you find? Oh. bullet, but that's what the bullet's supposed to look like after impact, not the like the one they found after. Never mind. That entire scene, throughout that entire scene, the only way. Wait, maybe it's not. It's not over. And this is where D'Angelo was. Yeah. The shell. That scene was kind of a masterpiece. Those fuckers communicated pretty much only by using the word fuck. That's the goal, isn't it? Like, and they did great police work at the same time. Sorry, the subsequent scene with Herc and Greg's completely missed it because I was praising what happened.
What exactly does a police officer assigned to the pawn shop unit do?
You intake reports from registered pawn shop.
You did that for 13 years?
And 4 months.
Why'd you ask out of homicide?
Wasn't no ask about it.
You got the boot?
Uh-huh.
What'd you do to piss him off?
Police work.
Yeah.
I think I need to buy you a drink.
Yeah, because they're similar. I was trying to think of a saying that expressed how they're similar, but a man after his own heart.
The problem was the fence. Turned out he was the son of one of the big editors over the News American. The deputy, who I guess is in a favor-doing mood, sends word down to the major I'm supposed to make the case without the fence. What do you think I did? I charged him with receiving, then had his ass testified.
Well, you could have made the case without him, just on the prints and the statements.
Probably.
But fuck him, right?
Why? Why are you fucking up yourself chasing Avon Barksdale?
You want to do it right.
Somewhere.
Pawn shop unit.
No.
Wow.
They got me good, huh?
Wow.
So why they let you out of the box? Why now?
Because this is...
I guess they just forgot about me.
well, I suppose.
You back from the
dead, but also people are treating this case like it's like a pawn shop case.
When they ask you where you want to go, and they are going to ask you where you want to go.
Yeah, well, maybe not.
Do yourself a favor.
Rawls is kind of okay.
Keep your mouth shut. I got to take a tinkle. Boy.
That man just made Tinkle sound masculine. Lester is the man this episode. Stealing the show this episode.
Oh, hello.
Who are you?
Tell her it's McNulty.
Boy, you came a decidedly confused white boy.
That does accurately describe McNulty most of the time. Sometimes.
Are you okay to drive?
Yeah.
He's always drunk all the time at night. It was Lester, obviously.
I just wanted to thank you too, Detective Greggs.
I think he's really starting to feel like part of the team.
Lovelorn.
Worse. Lonely.
Yeah, he is lonely.
He didn't make it into class again today.
What class is this?
You promised.
What is this, like yoga class or something? What are we talking about? Did I miss something? I don't want to see Kim's tits. Okay, good. Well, no, I saw them. Not because they're not nice, just because we don't need to do that. I really enjoyed that episode. I feel like... What do I feel like? Maybe it was just exactly what I wanted it to be. I don't know. I'll talk about it in a little bit. You'll see a different me at a different time. Because I sort of waited forever to record this review, I'm just going to talk about my overall experience with the series so far, as opposed to the individual episodes. The thing I'm starting to notice, although I do feel like the first episode was this mission statement for this series out the gate, as it goes on, it's really finding its footing as an ensemble piece. Thematically as well, but in terms of performances, character dynamics, and things like that, especially in terms of what I would have probably, or who I would have probably called supporting or minor characters early on, Bubs, Lester, Herc, Carver, Wallace, and the gang, those who are in the orbit of major characters, we can call them that at this point, McNulty, D'Angelo, Avon, Stringer. Even though Stringer is somewhat of a mystery to me at this moment, we haven't seen much of him. We just know his role. He's this intimidating presence. I suppose that makes sense given what Avon needs him to be within the organization. It would make sense that we as a viewer also feel that way about him. What I'm trying to say is this series seems and is very much concerned with those affected by this war. They've used that word intentionally, not only because we all know about the war on drugs as this ongoing thing, but they've made, I guess you could say, allusions to the war on terror circa 2002, which had its own collateral damage. But here in this series, we're focusing on those affected by these two institutions. And by two institutions, I mean the police department and the Barksdale organization, which aren't very different in the way that they operate, although they're on different sides of the law. And we see this in the way that they deal with nepotism, or I suppose engage in nepotism. Characters like D'Angelo and Prez getting away with things because of their connection to people at the top. I've only seen the one episode with Omar, really. But I think he and Bubbles, I guess not to mention dead witnesses and other civilians, but that we don't really know. But in regards to characters that we know, they sort of represent those that are affected by these two institutions as characters. And they're fighting back. Omar is fighting back in a way that's like street justice. I don't know if you can say he's fighting back, but it feels like that, right? He's looking after the people in a way that the Barksdale organization isn't. Whereas Bubbles is just going to the police and fighting back in his own way, getting back at them for hurting his friend. They're very much two sides of the same coin. Where am I going with this? I read something about the titular metaphor, The Wire, about how like a wiretap allows you to listen in to conversations and situations that you shouldn't have access to if it were up to the people that are actually engaged in that conversation. In that way, this series allows the viewer access to this world, this Baltimore world, which I'm certainly not very familiar with. I know that, which I mentioned in my first video, the show was created by David Simon, who very much is familiar with that world. And in that way has made Baltimore the series' main character, because it is. Even if you're not from Baltimore, or a cop, or a criminal, this show paints everyone in shades of gray, which I love. It makes them very relatable. We're all human, you know, and this show explores humanity's place within the system, or systems, society, and its many systems. I suppose at its core, this series, so far at least, is about power. I was thinking the other day about that age-old quote, or saying, which I thought about looking up the origin of and then saying it in this video and sounding smart, but that doesn't fucking matter. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. It would seem in this show and in life that the characters with the most apparent consciences are at the bottom of the totem pole, and then are even forced to choose between their career and integrity. And even when they choose the latter, it's arguably more about ego and giving the establishment the middle finger. Although in situations like the one we find Daniels in, I suppose his hands are pretty much tied. And if he did take or was given dirty money, I don't know if you can blame him. Because unless you're following these characters like McNulty, D'Angelo, Greggs, it's hard to feel like people actually care, which is something that can be said about the real world. And this is steeped in realism. So, which I think, in that feeling, that overall feeling of indifference, the indifference of Baltimore, is what makes this show so effective. Because, like, does doing the right thing, whatever that may be, by your definition, actually matter? I talked a little bit about this in my reaction when I mentioned Breaking Bad and stuff, and I'm sorry if I spoiled anything for anyone who hasn't seen Breaking Bad, but I really enjoy characters who have a code, which is something I think we all need, because if you don't have some sort of ethical structure, it's easy to just go off the rails and give up. Especially when you're superior, whether that boss be Avon or Burrell, Avon Barksdale, or Burrell, whatever his first name is, the deputy something, throws you in the doghouse or a dead-end job, pit, for causing trouble. I mean, the only reason McNulty even succeeded in getting the Barksdale case off the ground is because of his relationship with Judge Phelan, right? Without that bit of pull, he would have found himself in the same situation as Lester Freeman. He could still find himself in that situation, but I don't think he will, because there's 5 seasons, and that'd be boring. He was just in the pawn shop division. But because of these dynamics, I think the most interesting character right now is D'Angelo. Although I am saying that with some knowledge of other people saying that I've seen the entirety of the show, I do believe that in this moment because the kid clearly has a conscience, and his conscience and probably ego is getting in the way of the life people tell him he's supposed to be living. The people in his orbit are telling him he's supposed to be living. I think he's becoming very much disillusioned with the game. Obviously, he talks about that in the same way that McNulty is already disillusioned. The difference is, outside of life experience, D'Angelo doesn't have a Judge Phelan to go to supersede his uncle. He doesn't have a leg to stand on, really. He's just a kid. He's a smart kid. From him talking about chicken nuggets to explaining the game of chess to his underlings and relating to the game to their organization, his uncle being the king, Stringer the queen, the stash, moving the stash house, the pawns. That said, the writing, which I've mentioned, is unbelievable in this show. Even in the first 4 episodes, I can only imagine it's going to get better. Because like I said, as the series goes on, I'm sure the writers are getting more comfortable with what they're creating. They're going to find their flow. Although people have said some derogatory things about season 2. But I love the subtle details that tell you so much about the characters. Things like, I wrote this down, Rhonda, her last name's Perlman, right? Her office being filled with paperwork and files, so much so that Daniels has to move a stack of papers just to sit down, which shows us what she's dealing with, which just lends another aspect to the circumstances under which everyone's working. The conversations, the metaphors, the analogies, the allegories. At times it does feel like surveillance. Like I was saying before, like a wiretap, because you almost feel like you shouldn't be watching. The dialogue at times feels so real, but at the same time it has so much purpose, right? And that's how you can find yourself almost not paying attention to the details, because like, well, they're just having a regular conversation. This might not be important, but it is. On the other hand, there's comedic moments, like when 2 characters are just saying fuck throughout an entire scene. I guess above all, what I appreciate so much about this series so far is its impartial look at Baltimore and its politics. It's not romanticized at all, really. Nowadays, I think too often in entertainment, there's this fear of objectively examining what's actually happening in society or a certain area, but not in this show, which is probably just a byproduct of when this show was made. I mean, the internet and outrage culture wasn't such a thing. I mean, even in regards to things like representation, in the form of Greg's and Omar, it's not forced or pandering, it's just there. And this came out 2 decades ago. But this show doesn't succumb to any, ironically, societal pressure, right? And it views society with this objective lens, one that was contemporary at the time. I suppose I might as well mention that how at the beginning of my first video, I talked a lot about how the golden age of television and how this show helped to usher that in. I like to think that now there's more opportunity, there are more outlets, streaming services, creators have more resources, television's taken a lot more seriously, but the market is undeniably saturated, and like I said, people are afraid to take risks because of what they know will and won't make money, or what they presume to know. Though great shows do continue to be made, and I think television, there's still a lot of opportunity in television, and that opportunity, streaming services, all of that, none of that would exist if it weren't for great television that preceded it. I've only seen 4 episodes, but that's supposedly what this is. So far, I would agree. And I'm very excited to continue on this journey. But real quick, I'm not quite sure how I would like to proceed, whether I should release 1 episode at a time with a recap review, or do it in like this binge format where then I just talk at the end about whatever. If you made it this far in the video, let me know what you think. Although I know this video is long and I probably spent more time talking at the end here than I wanted to. But that's all I have for this one. Big love to everyone that was bored enough to join me. Again, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Drive me off this platform if you must. Otherwise, like, subscribe, dislike for cathartic reasons. Drink water, stay young, and remember, don't be an idiot, be a buffoon. Peace.